Okay, so per recent comments on my videos, I've realized that I don't know whether it's a misconception or unaligned expectations, but we need to talk about real estate. We need to talk about real estate, why it seems so expensive, why it seems it has become a place for money laundering, and why affordable housing seems so impossible in Ghana. So I'll quickly look at it. When we talk about the business of real estate, I really need to do like a master class on this, but let's just look at this. Real estate is the built environment, usually homes, residential real estate, offices, then maybe industry. Then usually the mother of all is the land. Okay. And when we talk about the business of real estate, it's investing money into these things so that the money is protected against inflation, or so that the money doesn't lose its value literally. So that's one of the things that make it difficult to price in cities, because the cities is already evaporating. Okay, but you want to price real estate is like the backbone or the mother product of assets. So you don't want to price it in a commodity, or you don't want to price it in a currency that is losing so fast. So people invest into real estate to guard themselves against inflation, to guard themselves against losses. Okay. So it's a place to actually keep your investments so that it's there for you for a very long time. That's one of the problems. So if you price in CDs, you realize that you cannot really account for the price discrepancies, and the appreciation will begin to seem outrageous, like people argue all the time. But it's not an issue because it's always been auction. I tell people the price of a land is always on auction. It will sell to the highest bidder. If someone is going to buy for $100,000 and I sell it to you for $50,000, you will just quickly flip it to the $100,000 buyer. Okay, that's one of the issues. So long as there is someone to buy, the developer is in business. That's the worst part of the whole thing. So that brings us to money laundering. So why is money laundering now interested in real estate? Or why is the government thinking that real estate people are into money laundering? Money laundering is cycling illicitly sourced money through series of legal transactions. Okay, so that people begin to, when there is someone trying to figure out where the money is gotten from, when it's queried, it makes sense, business sense, that this money was earned from something. And because real estate is big transactions, big profits, a house is $100,000, a car is $30,000, an iPhone is $2,000. It seems like the place people lean towards. Okay, so that's what creates the issues. So people think then all the people who are buying real estate are doing money laundering. No, real estate is a legal, viable, and profitable business doing its thing before money laundering is now trying to lean on it. Okay, so it's not real estate that is bad, it's money laundering that is bad. And I don't have any more information about money laundering than this because it's not something that I'm into. Now let's talk about affordable housing. Per all the stuff I've said so far, that's why affordable housing is very difficult in Ghana, because the house costs $50,000 to build. The Ghanaian wants to pay 200,000 Ghana cedis for it. 200,000 Ghana cedis is 70,000 or 80,000, $8,000. Or maybe how much is 200,000? 200,000, $12,000. It's not possible for me to spend $50,000 on something and sell it for you for 120,000 or even less. And when people who want affordable housing come to your side, they want the house to be bigger, they want the AC to be Samsung, they want fancy light, they want a lot of fancy places that actually increase the cost of the house, okay, which are not very possible. So these people now begin to lean towards places where you can get these desires of theirs cheaper. What kind of places? They move out of town, they get to they now begin to patronize cheaper finishing and cheaper labor, uh, cheaper what sources of materials and the like. Okay, these are all things that developers cannot do. Developers actually need to give premium. Developers need to get you the best of locations. Developers need to get you locations, okay, locations that you would love to stay in. Developers need to get you the best of furnishing. They need to give you warranty, 1 to 5 years warranty. So they cannot compromise on this kind of stuff. So it becomes really difficult. And this is what we have to look at. Okay. So let's talk about the investment of real estate. This is what you do. In real estate, when you buy a real estate, you actually getting value on two things. The appreciation of the asset, usually the land, is there for you. Anytime you decide to flip it, you will gain on the appreciation. Then the next one is you can use the property. So you are probably getting rental income. Okay. And that's the sweet spot in real estate. And I tell people it's the only business or one of the few businesses where the client and the provider or the business owner are all gaining. So the person who has sold the house to you is actually making some money. And the person who is buying the house has become richer in assets, can flip that asset in the future for more money and can get rental income from it. Okay. So if you think otherwise, let's argue it in the comments. I will try to come back soon and the like, but that's the nature of the industry, and it has to be prime, it has to be hot. There are 30 million people in Ghana, and you need just about 1% of that to understand this. They do understand it and they deal in that space. Okay. If you are interested in it, you need to begin to learn about it to be able to take advantage of that space. But if you sit back and criticize it, you never get to fellowship in what is in there. So be quick to learn, ask me questions, I'll try to give answers. But I'll tell you for a fact, real estate is like exchange rate. The price of houses will never come down in our lifetime. In every 100 years, there is a one real estate crash. In every 100 years, nobody is going to live that long in this country. So if we have already witnessed one, which happened in 1983, the next one is not going to come in my lifetime. That's the challenge. So if you are waiting for a crash, it's too late. Maybe your children will witness it, but it's always better to hook onto a property and experience the appreciation. And there is a capital appreciation that's of the land. It's best if it's just pretty close to the most premium place. Okay. And then there's the rental income. It's best when you actually buy it as the most premium place. So you need to look at the ROI, how soon it will take you to make that money back in dollars. In cities, it gets really tricky because the inflation is like in a year or two, you have gotten your money back. But in dollars, you should be looking at 4 to 6 years for a good appreciating product. Okay. So thanks for staying through this video. I'm Engineer Vigolo. Ask me questions and I'll come through for you. Salute.